I thought that I was 3 minutes early, but apparently I'm 27 minutes late.
Better late than never, man.
Yeah,
you just got to build up. You're just building up the hype. That's what you're doing.
Right? Yeah.
People weren't that excited, but then you tell them that they can't watch the stream for half an hour, then they get really excited.
Right? Have we ever opened with 144 viewers? Like, I don't know. Like, that's really good. I like it. I'm pretty excited about this one, actually. So we have Sammy Snake and Oz on the line from Oliveland. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed because I missed the packs, right? I wasn't able to get them. And so I went into the secondary market and I thought, okay, I'll just pick up one of every one because they're pretty cool. I like the art, the designs are pretty cool. But I couldn't get one of every one because like some of the higher rarities are like they're up there.
Yeah, but there's a second sale coming, like a bigger sales. Don't pay the huge prices on the secondary market.
Now you tell me that.
It's in the white paper. That's what I say to everyone. Yeah. I know everyone's busy, but
hey, dude, man, like the people don't read. I mean, I'm always harping on people for not reading. So yeah, totally, I totally should have read the white paper. I didn't know. But yeah, I'm so. Hey, Corey, what's up?
I heard we listened to the Sammy Snake thing for a second. I can't miss that shit.
Right, well, and I mean,
like I remember,
we almost did.
Yeah, no, we should do that. But I remember when you guys first started talking about this olive thing, and I keep hearing about it over and over and over again. I just needed to hang out with you guys and figure out what the hell is going on because it sounds awesome.
Yeah, well, we just need to be on time because we're both a half an hour late.
It's not the end of the world. It's fine.
But yeah, but Nick has this covered, so that's good. So who's that?
A little bit of reverb there.
So Oz and Sammy. I guess this is Oz's thing, and Sammy's helping you out, which is awesome. But basically, you guys have NFTs that represent real trees.
Actually, real land.
So do you want to tell us about it? What's happening with NFTs that represent real trees?
When I started searching about the NFTs, I think we can connect this to the real estate tokenization. Also, real estate tokenization is a very new word, and they still need some improvements. But I just noticed that to make this, if you connect this real estate tokenization to the NFT is more easy and more reasonable. And I just told the idea to the Semi, and he loves this, and we just start. Yeah.
Yes, because Oz was a community member from day one in my community, and we were doing the Alien World Shared Land, and immediately he was saying that suits what he's got all this land in Cyprus, and could we tokenize it? And I was like, of course we can. We can do anything. We're like Mavericks here. You do what you want. So when I heard about how we could plant all the olive trees and people would earn like money based on the revenue and also like contribute to a good thing, I was like, right, I'm all in. But I wasn't sure if people would go for it, right? So we did a very small sale. I didn't announce anything, just on my stream on Twitch. I said, here's Oliveland, here's Oz, and then just put it up for sale. Sold out within 1 minute. And then I was like, okay, well, this is even more appetite for this than I thought. So now we're doing these bigger sales, and there's a whole business plan there. Oz is doing stuff every day. He's got the agricultural minister of Cyprus he's talking to. Like, this is a real life project that's happening, and like he just said yesterday, he signed off the contract for the construction that we managed to raise the money for from the NFT sales. It's amazing. Unbelievable.
So owning these NFTs gives you kind of, how does this work? What does, because it is pretty cool art, but having these NFTs in your wallet, like it goes towards funding the project, which is great. But yeah, how does that come the other way? Because you guys have a really interesting idea on how to bring it back to the supporters as well, right?
Yeah, so the NFTs is meant to one NFT is meant to symbolize like 1 square foot of land. So Oz, how many square foots or square meters of land have you got?
186,000 and 600.
So it's a lot of land, So your NFT is meant to symbolize a share of that land, and they plant the olive trees, but that's just one part of it. So Oz, do you want to tell them about like all of the stuff that you're going to be having within the first year or two being planted and harvested?
Yeah, and we will also plant some raspberries and blackberries for the other seasons, because for olives we need to wait at least 1 year. We will have 25% of the fruits, and second year we will have 70% of the fruits, and the third year we will have 100% of the olives. But we don't want the people who invested our NFTs to wait 3 years. So we add some 1,000 plants of raspberry, 1,000 plants of blackberry, and we will have 60 beehives in our land, and we have some lavenders for lavender honey and for dried lavender, and all of our NFT holders are our partners. We are doing this together, and they will get profit. How much the company have profit at the end of the year, we will send them back tokens, right, Sammy?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also, just to summarize what the complete project is, obviously waiting for stuff to grow. We're all impatient NFT collectors. We hate waiting, right? So there's going to be a gamification aspect where you can register your tree to an actual X and Y coordinate. And each day they earn staking power, and you can dig for NFTs. So you can either get more trees, some certain portion of the land is allocated for prizes for you digging to increase your share. And then the other part is we are going to take on promising NFT projects and help them find their user base through our platform. So you'll be able to plant your NFTs in our land, and people will be so happy to dig up your NFTs, and they learn about your projects and get involved. So it's the real life aspect of planting the stuff. Plus, we love our smart contracts. We've got to do something cool. So we're kind of trying to combine the both here. And I think it's really good. Like, the interest in this has gone way beyond what I thought it was. Typical, anything I always underestimate. I think no one's going to be interested in olive trees. It's just going to be me and Oz and thinking it's cool. But no, there's something here. People are really into this idea.
Okay, so a couple things that you might not know about Jimmy D. I went to Greece a long time ago because that was like on my bucket list. That was one of the things I really wanted to do. I just love the architecture. I fell in love with it. I was there for over 2 months traveling around. And at that time, I was on Crete. I was, in the mainland. I was on a few of the islands. One of my favorite islands actually was Samos, which is not so far from Cyprus, and it's got the kind of Turkish and Greek cultural roots built in behind it. It's just a really beautiful island, and I fell in love with olive trees and olive plantations. There's something about like a manicured olive orchard that like blows my mind. I don't know what it is, and I actually don't like manicured like landscapes, right? But there's just something that looks like old and majestic about it. So I think that's a really cool idea. Before I even knew about your project, Yoshi and I were talking about, we were just kind of joking around because I think most of the people out there know about Yoshi Drops and what Yoshi Drops is going to do. We're planning on planting 2 million trees by the end by 2023, right? Which is pretty tall order, and I think we actually will probably surpass it. But Yoshi and I were joking around one day, and we were like, "Hey, what if we just like planted like 1 tree for every tree that we plant in the real world somewhere in the uplift?" And like, who does that? Like, does it me? Do I have to count them one by one? Like, do we lose count? Like, how does that work, right? But then we got thinking about it, and we're like, this would be really cool if we could do that, right? But then we found out about you guys, and essentially what you guys are doing is you're mapping an NFT to a real world tree, which is like, well, real world land, essentially, right? It's not necessarily a real world tree. Yeah, I guess probably on that one plot of land, you're only going to have 1 olive tree because they do actually need quite a bit of space. But essentially, right, you're creating this market share, I guess, I'm trying not to make puns because I know Corey hates them, but that's the best one I got. And like, I'm not trying to be punny either. Like, I'm trying to like because it is a market share essentially. Like what you guys have done, what you guys have come in and created with the seasonal fruits as well, with the blackberries and things like that, right? Like it's essentially it's a market, right? And so people can own shares at that market table, right? And all of those goods that are going out, all that honey that's going out, all those berries that are going out, that's going to generate revenue for the business, which will then be, you know, placed back to the people who are holding those NFTs, right? And so like that takes my idea of, you know, planting one tree that represents it in a game to a whole new level. Because not only do you have this representation on that side, but you also have the representation on the other side. And then what Sammy's talking about in having that, like, you know, plant place where other projects can come in and plant things and they can be dug up. Like this is just really fascinating to me. And this is like, I wish you guys, we're going to do it again, but we did this roundtable maybe a month ago with some, you know, really interesting people. Tuttle, who's really interested in the bees. We had Dwayne pop in for 5 minutes when his internet connection wasn't horrible. You know, he's a permaculturalist, right? Like I'm a permaculturalist. We had some other environmental people pop on. And I think that this is one of the use cases of cryptocurrency that's going to be really misjudged and underrated. And if you look at, you know, projects that are out there that are loaning people money to be able to buy land or to be able to build things on their land, especially in developing countries, that's a big thing, right? Like you have people from any country in the world who will go in and they'll donate money and then people will take out a loan on that. Now, what if you mix NFTs with that, right? Like what if projects like yours could extend beyond that and they could fund other people's lands? What if you guys get to the point where you have so much, you know, value tied up into your system that you could actually enable other people? And I think you're probably already thinking that, if I know Sammy well enough to see where his mind goes, because I think he's a genius in that way. And I'm just really excited to see like where this heads, because this could start much more than an olive, right? This could start much more than like one farm on Cyprus. I mean, this could spread across the Mediterranean, right? Like this could spread to Africa. It could spread to like all of these places around the world where people can't necessarily afford to buy land and hold it, right? Now you just have to buy a little NFT and you can be a part of that. And the people who have the land in their possession or who will get the land from those sales, they'll reap benefits. The community will reap benefits. It's a triple win. Like this is right down our alley. Sorry, I'm going to be quiet now and let you guys talk, but that's why I'm excited about it. I mean,
yeah, thank you. We called this project as Oliveland Garden 1. That's why soon we will have Garden 2 and Garden 3, maybe Garden 10. And I am also actually dreaming some other farmers and some other people who want to invest to ecological farming, but it's not impossible by himself. This will open the way. This is the first project about this, and I am sure that too many projects will follow us, and this is very good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we can demonstrate that we can do this in this scale, then this thing will blow up. Everyone will try and do it. It's such a good idea. But like, I love what you guys when you say win-win-win. This is a win-win-win-win-win-win because like Oz was telling me like that. The people are going to learn, like agricultural university are going to be able to come to the plantation and learn about the farming. You know, like there's just so many aspects. So not only we generating revenue for the token holders, we're planting a lot of trees in Cyprus. We're going to go and have a massive party next year in Cyprus, all of us. We're going 5th of May, 2022. That's what we're looking to do. We're going to have a huge party. There's some like 5-star hotels nearby, or you can camp on the land. And
right, yeah, let's talk about that because that's interesting. People can actually go here and stay there, right? Yeah. How can people go and stay? Like they can stay because they're a part of the network and the community. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, you're going to be offering deals to people to go, right, Oz? Like, because you would tell me that you knew that person that runs the events.
Yeah. For now, also everyone invited. You can you are welcome to Cyprus. But now we don't have anything on the garden. If anybody want to come and see the farm, we have some family managed boutique hotels around and some 5-star hotels around. We can take a room for you, and you can come to see the land. And next year we will have a congress in here, semi-snake community, and will be the very huge party, and we will have the biggest barbecue party in the Oliveland one night. Yeah, actually, in Oliveland we don't have building to stay because this place is agricultural area. But if some of our investors or members or friends want to come and with their tent, they can sleep in their tent in the land anytime.
Just watch out for the snakes. Tell them what happened when you went to the land the other day.
Yeah, when we go after first press sale, I go to the land with the man from the government to he's the mapper to measure the land and to the borders, and we see a very, very big goofy snake. It's very poisonable. when we go to land, we see the snake and we run after, take to the car and leave there. And I said, Sammy, okay, our home landlord is a snake. We are very lucky. Yeah.
Right. He's probably thinking, we heard this guy likes to hang out with snakes. Let's go check him out.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, it's smart to have a big barbecue party before any trees go in. I mean, that's pretty smart. But yeah, like this is what I want to do, Oz, actually, because I've always wanted to go to Cyprus. What I want to do is I wanted to, now you changed my mind because apparently there's snakes there and I don't really like snakes, but I wanted to just show up and like pitch a tent and help plant some olive trees. Like, I think that would be fun. That'd be really cool. Like, is there a way for community members to come and help out on the farm and get this rolling? Like, people who want to donate. Is there like a woofing type of program or something that you guys are thinking about setting up?
Yes. Now also some we have too many messages from around the world. Too many people are supporting, and very interesting message which I have. A guy from Netherlands, he said, I bought one 9-pack, and he burned all NFTs to just donate, to just support the project. And I said, why, my friend, why you burn? You don't need to burn. Yeah, too many people are very passionate about nature, about ecological farming, and this is we are very happy to know that.
I think it would be so cool. Do you think like people would be able to come and help out on the farm, Oz, when they do? Yeah. Imagine you could come and you could teach them. You could teach them, because obviously we're going to be planting trees. Because it's not just the same trees. Because what Oz was saying to me is that you can actually plant the trees, raise them, and then move them over to another place and start all over again. So it's not just one tree on the land; it's infinite trees. So, like, as the process, people can come and learn about the olive tree process, and we can teach them. I think that's definitely possible. But yeah, the thing is with the idea is that, like, when you think about this, your mind just goes like that, boom, and then you want to do like so many things. And this is just about demonstrating that we can do what we set out to do in the roadmap. Like,
I mean, this would excite me without the NFTs. I would like I'm sure, like Nick too. Like, Nick's really, he's a big fan of bees, right? And like the fact that you guys are gonna have bees there, like, seriously, like my long-term plan in the next 2 or 3 years is to go off grid, except for the internet, which I know means not go off grid, but like I want to go off grid except for keep the internet, whatever that means. And I just want to travel around for 3 months here and there and everywhere, right? Like we have friends in another friend who lives in Northern Europe. Like, he's starting a permaculture farm. Friends in Costa Rica. Like, I would love to put the Wizard of Oz on my map, and go there and see what amazing things you guys are cooking up with trees and NFTs. Because I think that would be really cool. So, but Nick, do you want to chime in? Like, I think you probably got some questions or some cool ideas here.
Yeah, a couple of questions for you. So I go ahead and I get an NFT and I've got a tree. Do I get a cut of the proceeds if you make olive oil out of it, or what's the win? What's the win on the ultimate win for me, besides the fact that I'm planting trees, I'm making bees happy, and everything else?
So the simplest way that we decided to do it was just, obviously Oz is running a business here. So there'll be a cut of the proceeds for all of the token holders after the business generates profit. We've got ideas to people to vote on how you want to do it, whether you want to take the profits now from the first harvest or wait. So there's a lot of scope for this. Oz knows a lot more about the olive growing process than I do, but that's the general idea, is that we're going to keep it simple. Like, this is a business that you are getting involved with and getting the proceeds from. You got anything else to add to that, Oz?
And yes, all of our investors will see how many raspberries we harvest, how many honey we harvest, and we will have live cameras from the land from the first day. I think we will start streaming after 25 July. We will also show the instruction, also show the planting trees, and after that, when we have profit, for example, when we collect the raspberries, we will ask to hotels to somewhere. We have a friend is managing the selling part in the business. We will sell fresh, and after the ones we cannot sell, we will make jams, and our investors and NFT holders can order some jam, some honey from our shop with their tokens. And also we will after 1 year, after 2 years, we will have olive oils. There is some point for olive oils. We can actually we will harvest in the October, November, and we can sell the oils with the amount, or we can wait 6 months and we can sell olive oil more expensive. We will ask this to NFT holders. We will make a voting, and what people decide, we will do this way.
Okay, that's a fantastic way. I mean, yes, you got to go ahead and recoup some of your profits and stuff like that before we get it. I mean, that's just simple but business economics. Now, here's something that'll like really kind of kickstart this a little bit more. You go ahead and you sell an NFT. This is going to be a really expensive NFT, but the NFT guarantees you naming rights for the olive oil. So we could have a Capello olive oil, or we could have a Jimmy D olive oil, or we could have a Corey olive oil, or something like that. So I mean,
it would end up being Vaughn olive oil. We don't know.
I mean, acapella olive oil has a nice ring to it, I must admit.
There you go.
That's a great idea.
Yep. So I mean, basically, you got to set a minimum. So you can make the NFTs affordable, but to get the naming rights, you have to hold like maybe 10 or 12 or X amount of the NFTs. And when you burn them all in, you get you get the naming rights on it, and you get the NFT with a mock-up of the bottle with your name on it.
That's an incredible idea. I think what we would do is we wouldn't charge in like wax for that NFT. What we would do is you would need to pay us, like maybe it'd be an auction of the in-game token that we have, like the OLV token. So people, depending on the rarity of the tree, you earn more tokens. So we'll be releasing our staking system in July for that.
And what if the label
was
a
great
NFT?
use case? That would be an unbelievable use case for that. So thank you for that idea. I'm gonna steal that idea if you don't mind.
Steal it. It's here. It's yours. Just make sure you credit NFT Nick. That's all I ask.
There you go, Eric. Yeah, imagine being able to tell people this olive oil comes from olive tree I own in Cyprus.
Exactly.
And it's got a label that says Oliveland. That's funny.
Yeah.
So actually,
did you guys happen to do gratitudes at all, or no?
No.
Oh, we can do that. Sorry, Jimmy, finish your thought.
No, you arrived like 2 minutes after us, so you didn't miss anything.
Well, shit.
But I was gonna say, so Yoshi was actually supposed to join us as well, because Yoshi was there was a comment further up, but Yoshi was super interested in this project as well. So somebody asked, is there potentially a collaboration here? between what you guys are doing and Yoshi drops, because Yoshi's planting a bunch of trees, and I mean maybe we can plant some olive trees. I mean, I don't know, like we can plant all different kinds of trees, right? So like maybe we can throw some olive trees in that mix. That might be an interesting thing that we could explore. But I know like he was kind of doing a little bit of research and looking into it for collaborations, and he gets super excited about this kind of stuff. So I definitely think that there will be projects like this that will be able to collaborate on our end and on your end as well, right? Like I think when it comes to environment and saving the space, we're always going to be one step ahead of the people who are watching us, right, Corey?
I guess.
Or is it? Yeah, there's a lot of projects out there that are doing some interesting things with environment, but it kind of seems like it's in hindsight for us, because it kind of seems like where we're headed anyway. So
Could be. Yeah. This morning, man, I'll start it off. I'm really grateful for the whole Sammy Snake community. Like every time we talk to you guys, my faith in humanity goes up a little bit.
Thank you.
It really does. And, obviously we're sort of, I think the whole, the win-win-win and all the, just like meeting another community that is just so into it and so capable and so innovative in the space. Just man. Really, all right, so note, what are you grateful for?
I think you meant you, Oz. What are you grateful for today, Oz?
Excuse me, my connection is a little bit problem, and I cannot understand. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so what are you grateful for today, Oz?
For today, excuse me.
What are you grateful for, Oz? What makes you happy? What makes you want to be smiling today?
What makes me happy is the most important thing. I think now we are planting 4,000 olive trees, but we make a greenhouse, seedling greenhouse, and we will have 15,000 baby olive trees first year and 20,000 baby olive years second year. We will produce also baby olive trees in this farm every year, about 20,000 pieces, and we will sell 15,000 of them, and we will give to public as a social responsibility. We will give to public, to the students. Every year we will give 5,000 olive trees giveaway. And I'm dreaming about 10 years later, we will be the guys who make more 30, 40,000, maybe 500,000 olive trees in the world. This makes me happy.
Perfect.
Love it. I had to edit that down a little bit, but
You got that all on the line, Corey.
Yeah, nailed it.
I love Sage's comment. Make a new wall and put it all on it.
Yeah, right.
Just need a scrolling thing going.
List that out in detail. I love it. All right, Sammy.
I'm grateful for great causes. What makes me wake up in the day, I want to kick ass. Grateful for great causes. Let's go.
Amen, brother. Amen.
And maybe our second garden, olive garden too, maybe it will be the full olive garden about 10 years old. Not established anew from the beginning, maybe about 10 years old. Now we are talking with some guys to buy a ready olive garden. It's about maybe same dimension, but it's ready and the trees are about 10 years old. And this year we will harvest. We are working on it. And this is the first stream we are talking about this. Maybe this is the Oliveland garden too, I hope.
Cool.
Awesome sauce. Captain Nick.
I am grateful for any project that wants to help bees and trees.
Yeah.
The dynamic duo, bees and trees.
Mm-hmm.
And we are also waiting you into the Cyprus, Nick. All of you, actually.
Hey, I'm more than happy to. I just need the plane ticket and I'm there.
Get it done.
Okay.
Awesome, Jimmy.
I'm grateful for Oz's olives and a tent beneath them.
Thank you.
So people want to. Sorry. People in the comments want to know how did you guys like? I guess other than because you kind of already explained it, I think, Sammy. Like Oz was part of the community, and that's kind of how you guys found one another. But I guess from Oz's side, Oz, have you always been a farmer? Like, have you always been interested in olives, or is this kind of a new thing of yours?
Yes, I'm actually, I had an olive garden, about 46 trees, and I take care of them about 8 years. They was 55 years old, and I start searching about the olives. And I searched about a few years and take care of them and try some new techniques, and it becomes very nice. And after I love the olive, I love all the trees and all the animals in the nature, but olive tree is very interesting and very important tree because it's immortal. You can take olive tree and move to another place and it's still living. And in Cyprus, the first plant in Cyprus was the olive tree. We have some trees when you come, we will visit together. We have some trees about 700 years old and some 800 years old olive trees in Cyprus. Actually, we are looking a big tree to move to our land, maybe 150 years old. I'm searching about this. We also asked to government about agricultural office about this because if there will be a construction in the olive garden, you cannot kill the olive tree. You need to move it to somewhere, and you need to make alive. So they are organizing. Maybe we will have a olive tree about 100 years old in our garden. The grandfather, all our babies.
Hey, Corey. Happy Canada Day.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
How old is Canada? Do you know? I think some of these olives might be older than Canada.
That's quite possible. I mean, like I think we have to take Canada's actual age as when we left the British Empire. And I think that was only in the 70s. So like basically it's as old as I am.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's amazing. Like an 800-year-old olive tree. That's just brilliant. I'm kind of interested in this as well too. James Damascus wants to know more about the sustainability specifics, or where we can find out about the sustainability of probably the business and as well maybe like the olive farm in general, olive land in general. No, we don't have that information.
Did you hear that, Oz?
Maybe Oz is cutting out again.
Maybe.
I'll put it on the screen and let's see if that helps. Can we hear more about the sustainability specifics? I'm not sure if he means. I'm not sure if he means the business or if he means the environment. I'm not quite sure, but
well, you can talk about the ecological methods, Oz.
Yeah, the ecological garden, ecological farm means we are not using any poison inside the garden for keep the bugs inside, and we will have some ladybug colonies. Ladybug is a great barrier to the pests and killing and eating the enemies of the olives and lavenders. Also, bees are nice barriers for very small insects, harmful insects. And actually, we are happy we have some snakes in the garden because snakes are eating the harmful animals. And we will also make a pool for snakes for swim and for they drink water because they need water too much and they need to go more than 5 kilometers to drink water. We will have 2 pools in the garden. One is for snakes and the birds. And after when we have the pool and everything is okay, there is no poison. There's some raspberries, blackberries. too many birds will come and live in our garden. This is another advantage. So when we have these friends in the garden, we don't need to use chemicals for the plants, and we will make organic fertilizer from the garden waste. All garden waste will turn as a fertilizer to the garden. So this is about ecological farming. We will also have a small place to 100 chickens, and take some eggs, of course. And the chickens shit is very expensive and very important fertilizer. And they will also eat some. Yes, they will eat some of our raspberries, blackberries, but their egg will be incredible. When you come Cyprus, you will understand what I mean.
Well, they'll also eat the dropped fruit that falls on the ground and clean up the bugs and that's really interesting system. I think. I mean, I think that's really cool. I mean, Corey's always saying he wants to get satellite internet at some point because he knows where he wants to be, right? Like he knows where he wants to live in the future. He knows, where his base will be. Like I kind of like my base to be in Cyprus, like right next to you, Oz. Like that's like my dream. Like, beautiful beaches, amazing architecture, olive trees with bees, and like a variety of animals and fruits and vegetables. That's like you're kind of living my dream right now, Oz. I'm a little bit jealous.
Killing it. Yeah, watch a year from now, like Jimmy's just gonna live on like a corner of Oz's land. He would have like bought it out of NFTs to have a little thing, and he's just gonna work there for free. I think that's
right.
That's where this is all headed. That's awesome.
From the farm to the very virgin beach is just 5-minute walk or 2-minute bicycle driving. Just we are far away, 2 minutes away from the beach. So we can say,
I need some of these NFTs. Please hold.
Welcome.
Right. So I FOMO'd in after on the secondary markets, and I got to a point where like I couldn't afford very many more because like the prices were so high. And Sammy said just hold, hold for a minute because they're having another pack sale. When is this next pack sale happening, Sammy?
It's the 9th of July.
Okay.
9th of July? Cool. No, that's awesome.
That doesn't work for me. Can you move it like till the 11th or something like that?
Are you guys gonna whitelist it all, or is it just open everybody?
I whitelist everything.
All right. How do I get on that sweet list?
Yeah, me too. I need on it like yesterday.
Well, what will happen is if you're a holder of a tree already, you'll be automatically put on the list. So you don't need to do anything. So I would buy a tree. There'll probably be a snapshot at some point. I won't say exactly when, but some point before the 9th of July, there'll be a snapshot with the whitelist. There'll be a whitelist. There'll then be a pre-sale. Then there'll be a main sale for people that want to get in on the new packs. And then so all the people will also be added to that, but then also any new people that want to get involved, I can add them.
Smart. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But
so it's like eight days from now.
Yeah, but the reason that prices are so high is that Oliveland, obviously because I've been advisor to the project. Oliveland is the first project to be snakeable on my game Nova Rally. So
snakeable.
Yeah. So you by owning the trees, you earn these boost tokens that you can use for exchange for like a boost in the race. So
awesome.
It's the first confirmed project that we're doing it with.
Nice.
But yeah, so I'm pretty excited for that. But that's why the prices went a bit like crazy. The people don't realize because they don't read the white paper that there's another sale, a much bigger sale. But like each time the prices are increased of the packs, so we do reward the early adopters. But so this sale will be a bit more expensive, but like not to the point where the prices that people are selling stuff on the market right now is mental. Like anything that I'm involved with at the moment, people just go crazy. It's so stupid. The prices of anything. Did you see the Nova Rally packs? Right. I sold a standard pack for $10, and at one point it was selling on the secondary market for $180. What are people doing? Like, it's just crazy.
Well, it's like the second we got those out.
But
they started selling for like $200. We didn't say that.
Yeah.
Am I back yet?
Almost. We're getting there.
It's crazy. I mean, yay, right? Like we're in a bull market, everything's speculative or whatever. All right.
Exactly.
It's interesting though, because I think like there are a lot of he's just going freeze frame.
Sorry.
There are a lot of projects. We had Richie and Terry on from the Horrors about an hour and a half ago. We were talking about their release, and we were kind of chatting about what we did in the Upliftium with the rig sales and just like releasing unlimited packs and how in this day and age, in a way, I think Corey said it yesterday at some point, it makes sense, right? Because if you're releasing unlimited packs for a shorter amount of time, you're kind of allowing everyone who wants to come in and get those things the ability to be able to do it. So I think like for bigger collections and stuff, like for good art, for things that you want your community involved in, it makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, I would have never pegged 2 and 2 together with the price of the Oliveland, just because like there's real land involved, like there's a profit share in there that is coming, and I think that's you don't want to. I don't know how you're gonna divvy that out when it comes out, but I'm really interested to see that happen. And I know it's going to be like at least a few months until that kind of gets released, but.
But then also as well, I keep saying on the streams, because people just don't. I'm trying to. You can't give financial advice, right? But you can make sure that people aren't being stupid, and eat one tree is represented to a bit of land, right? So the common trees were like selling for nothing, and it's just like, guys, in terms of like even like an immortal tree will get you lots of tokens in our game that will allow you to do lots of stuff. But in terms of the land, like if you own a tree, you own like a square foot of land.
Don't get Corey going on common rants. He's got some common rants. He loves the common rants.
So like people are sleeping on the common trees.
We just adjusted we adjusted our mining rates this morning.
Yeah.
And the land UBI, which was always going to be really, really small, right? Because we don't want to incentivize just sitting on land and doing nothing. We're going to be incentivizing, active rewards, which of course aren't turned on yet, so people can't see that disparity. That's coming, I think later on in July. But we turned that stuff on and we adjusted the mining rates and stuff. And people think the entire thing is too low. And we're like, compared to what? Right? Like,
it didn't even exist.
The numbers don't mean anything except for 100,000 means that you get a picture installed, right? So like, there's no economic, there's no real understanding of any of it. I think it's just people are so used to our planet that the number go uppy has to be like the same kind of number go uppy. And
they need a big number. They want to be earning millions.
Right, exactly. It's fascinating. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. Like the land UBI stuff, which again is just a trickle. It's not a lot, but if you own any land at all, it means you're getting some Upliftium, right? And of course, the big incentive is going to be for the active rewards. It's been turned on, and watching people speculate and try and balance everything out while we're messaging out, hey, this is the testing phase. Like, we don't even know what these pools are going to look like tomorrow, and we're not guaranteeing anything, right? And it's still the optimizers are just like, no, but this one's better than this one, and this one's better than this one. And then, of course, at NKCSS, Nick comes in and goes like, this is actually what all the pools look like. Exactly. I freaking love that guy. It's like, you can't hide shit from that guy. Right. And we're not trying to, right? So like that, it's super fun. Anyway, but I completely, totally agree. People are interesting guppies.
I like Marco's comment, right? Like this is like NFT math at its finest. Price lower than bought original pack. Good deal.
Nailed it.
Exactly. Yep. So how many trees have you just bought, Corey, in the while we've been talking?
Dude, I don't as if I have any wax. I'm trying to figure out how to get some wax right now.
Right? I had to do that too. There's so much coming up in July. It's nuts. It's like I mean, it's good for security, but like sometimes it's really annoying that I have to think 3 days ahead in this space.
All right, so this Oliveland, there's this Oliveland 3-pack thing that's on here. Is that good?
Don't buy the 3-pack. So basically, that's from the pre-sale. So if you buy that, it will probably be more expensive. You want to buy the packs schema, because we had a pre-sale with the old design.
Got
from
it.
the very, very first sale, and then we made everything blendable to the new design because
these Oliveland pack of 4 for like $30.
Is that how much they are? $30 for a pack of 4.
Is that good? Seems good to me.
Well, I mean, if you want it now, but I would wait till the 9th of July. Like, people are crazy.
Well, I need at least one because I got to get on that sweet whitelist.
Just buy a tree.
Yeah, you could just buy a tree.
Right.
I know it's boring.
Here's a weird question.
Just buy the tree NFT.
Do you guys want access to our uplist?
That would be cool.
Right? So, like, you have a tree, or you just be on our uplist, and we'll just give you a copy of that before you go live. I kind of like making people buy trees first, actually. I always want to bring value to any list that we create or whatever, right? So and it's a list of like very, very cool people. So it's a value add, and it might be like a good marketing thing, but I feel like you guys are going to probably sell out in like 2.5 seconds anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like at the moment, like people are coming to us and saying like, "Oh, we'll offer this advertising for this much money," and it's like, not to be rude or anything, but like we're at the point where it's the power of the community. We honestly we don't need it. Like
I have that conversation.
We've just learned. Like, why do we need to pay all these platforms that are promising stuff when I know that our community is passionate about projects? That's why I pitch them to them, and they do all of the work. And I'm so thankful for everyone in our community.
Yeah, it's the same over here. Like we've had a bunch of different marketing chats, and I think there's ways that we can and will be over the coming 24 months. Expanding our own internal capacity for that, but like spending money on it, like I'd rather go get a dev and speed up delivering on the promise that is you know what I mean? Like that's just, we've got stuff that's going to make a lot more sense because the community is just bananas.
Yeah, every day you get new fantastic people joining, and everyone was so passionate about Oliveland. And that's why
such a great idea.
So that's why I did this incubator thing for other projects to get involved, because I think the difference that we've got, the holders of Oliveland NFTs is like a demographic that is very passionate and interested in cool ideas, right? So our demographic is more valuable. Like that is one of our greatest assets, the people that actually buy the NFTs. So therefore, if you want to build your community and you've got a great idea, then come be part of our incubator program, and we will tell people about your idea. And these great people in our community will then maybe get interested in your idea, and you'll grow your user base naturally. Like
how does the uplist get into this incubator program, or the uplist? Sorry.
So right now,
you should start with smaller ones, but I'm just like, we're not that big.
So right now at the moment, I have a calendar link, and people book a 15-minute slot and send some NFTs to Oliveland NFT. Okay. I talk about the project, and then each week I'm going to airdrop all of the NFTs that were given in to people holding. Now, when the game is actually released, all of the stuff will be planted in the ground, and we'll have a more formal process. But that is the whole idea, is that it's not just the fact that we're doing really cool stuff, but we're really thankful for the people involved, and people in this are asking me, Sammy, I really love Oliveland. Do you have anything else? What's the next thing? And I'm like, well, we've got this incubator now, and we can tell you exactly. Like, and I go through these projects, and I think to myself, nah. And then you see one, like, so someone was talking to me today about doing, like, I think it's called Foodles. And basically the profits that they make from selling these food-based NFTs, depending on what country the food is from, they will feed children in the country, right? So all of these, win-win-win, as you guys say, projects, they're at top of my list for, can we get them in Oliveland? Because Oliveland is about sustainability and these values.
I have an idea that might be crazy, but it might not. There's one place in Japan that produces olives, and they basically use it for soap because the olive quality is kind of bad, like by European standards, and olives are ridiculously expensive here. However, I also have access to a mountain that is owned. we kind of own a mountain, and on the top of that mountain is a bunch of green tea trees or green tea bushes. I mean, maybe there might be a way to mix green tea with olives sometime down the road. Let's explore that, because that might be fun. Yeah, it would be really interesting to see that cultural, divide, and like we could probably do that from the Uplift side, and then at least we'd have something that's a little bit small enough to get into the incubator program, Corey.
Right. Actually, I've got two side projects I've been messing around with for a really long time that I might actually just like. I mean, the Uplift is cool and all, but like, what if I could get in on this Sammy Snake freaking incubator thing?
Right.
Dude, I love everything you guys are doing. And I mean, we're planning on doing this penny stamp thing where, you're going to be able to blenderize NFTs from projects that we partner with and get batteries on them and make them into uplifting miners, blah, 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 right? Like, we're going to do this down the road. And it's that same kind of thing, right? Because like our planet basically became Kingmaker, right? Because that you could basically take somebody else's NFT collection and just infuse it, like put a price floor on the whole thing and give it massive levels of support, which connects all the communities together, whatever. And you guys are doing that, but you're just like stripping out, not stripping anything out. You're adding in that whole idea that we actually want to bring in and create a family of projects that we believe in, which is huge, right? Like, I think that's gonna work. I mean, it's just flat out that's gonna work.
Yeah, and the thing with our planet is like, you need to stump up some cash, to get staking. Like, I don't want to be taking in cash from projects or anything like that. I want to take in projects that I like and I support on Wax. It's not about that. All they need to do is they need to provide the NFTs for the users. We don't want anything.
How many? We actually have promo NFTs from the mining rate packs that we need to actually push more out, because that pool is actually like overweighted right now. Somebody figured that out, just because we haven't released very many of them. So maybe that's what we could do. Like, we're like, how many NFTs do you guys need to get us into the incubator so we can just like fire off?
Well, I mean, right now we just started. We don't have a set requirement, so people want to drop a few NFTs.
So
I'll do it.
Shit ton from us.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I don't know how many yet, but awesome. we'll figure it out. How big is your community? Like, what would it take to get everybody? Potentially one.
I mean, we must have we must be about 1,000 holders. I'll need to double check that.
Okay.
But
yeah, give me a number. And I'll figure out how to make that work, because we want to kind of overpopulate that pool anyway, because it was never meant to be super full or super light. I mean,
amazing.
But yeah, I mean, we want to support you guys anyway. So I think however we could get, if we're in the incubator or not, that'd be great. I honestly love the idea of being in your incubator. Is that weird? Did it get kinky? Is it strange now?
Not until you said that.
No.
Yeah, right. There's 5,500.
My daughter just started talking. We should bring her in for the ringer, because this is pretty much the only thing that she says. One.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
But I think that we could do more than one. Last question. Corey and I have to actually bounce soon because we have our roundtable coming up. But we're gonna do a Eden on EOS roundtable on the Crypto Writer channel. So come join that. It's gonna be pretty fun. We got some new faces, some old faces, some interesting people. But one final question for you, Sammy. Where can I learn about the incubator project?
So you can come to the Oliveland Discord. So I'll just get a link to the Discord just now and put it in the chat. I think a lot of people in the chat are like dedicated members, but for people that don't know about it, you can come. And I'm gonna set up a separate channel for this, so I'm gonna put it on the YouTube just now. Where discord.io/Oliveland. You can come check out the Discord. And in the announcements, there's me talking about the incubator project. Now, because we're putting out more announcements, I'll put a separate channel for it. I'm like booked out for like the next week and a half. People really want to get a part of this incubator thing. So every day I stream every day on Twitch and I cover 15 minutes of the project. They send me the NFTs each week. I'm just boom, spreading the love, sowing the seeds, sending them out to people while Oz does all the hard work on the farm.
That's
and
so
the
clutch.
construction and things. So it's about keeping people entertained and engaged because obviously this stuff takes time.
So when you guys do that on Discord, is it recorded anywhere?
My streams?
Yeah.
I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/TimeMistakes7. I stream every day.
Okay, cool. But I can go back and like watch stuff.
Oh yeah. The problem is it's like I have a YouTube channel as well. I put the VODs up, but the problem is it's just me waffling for like an hour and a half. So you need to.
Dude, have you seen our show? Like that's.
No, but you need to. If you're looking for information, you need to get through a lot of like.
Yeah, no, I love the even like the 15-minute clips and stuff. Like that's some high value, for those projects. I think it'd be really cool to have those on YouTube. Then I would watch them and get to know all these and we're constantly looking for people to chat with and stuff as well. So obviously, anytime you see a project that needs to be on the show, let us know.
And actually,
if you
Sammy,
like them, we're gonna like them.
Right. And actually, Sammy, the link doesn't show up. If you put it in the private chat, I'll drop it. Because
you can't do the links, can you? On the
we don't want those crazy spammers in here spamming their links all over Linktown. Because I think that the biggest link spammers of all time are probably from Link. I like Link though. They're pretty cool. But yeah.
Hey, are you wax only for products you want to hang out with?
I'm very much wax only at the moment, only because that's what I understand.
Yeah, no, I get that. There's this little project that Tuttle showed me on Binance Smart Chain that I've been messing around with. I'll tell you guys about it off air. But it's really, really adorable. And we're sort of, I think, going to take them under our wing and give them a little bit of love. Because technically we want to, be multi-chain, completely chain agnostic for all time. But all of our friends are on wax right now too. So it's sort of one of our little ways to kind of branch out and make some friends on BSC.
And I mean,
even if Discord.
Even if sorry, I think it's just funny that it totally fits with this in its own really weird, random way.
Yeah. It totally does. It's very strange. All right. So there it is. Discord.io/Oliveland. How was I not a part of this? Discord scares me.
Right?
This is we're there. Obviously, Dr. Unani's been running the Uplift thing and I like it. But every time I come to Discord, there's 600 million DMs. And I just get scared and run away.
Right.
I'm sorry to admit that, but it's real. And my time is already basically, we can't do more than 12 to 16 hours a day. And yet here we are. Anyway, so I need to get more into Discord. Yeah, I am. I'm sorry, man. I definitely we have so much to do. We're not only am I going to finally tell you guys what it is. It's we've been testing it out. It's adorable. It really is kind of fun. I'm learning more about DeFi than I ever thought I would ever learn just playing this ridiculous game because it is. It's totally ridiculous. But it also has kind of an early Our Planet Day vibe to it. So there's definitely some promise, but we don't know what we don't know. The whole thing could fail tomorrow. So we're just taking our time, kind of analyzing it, making friends with them. They're really cool people building it and stuff too. So I promise I'll let everyone know what it is. Just not today. Sorry. Hypium level 9,000. But seriously, never mind that. If you don't have trees yet, go get trees. I'm legit. I bought a tree for I don't know, 25 wax. That seems wrong to me.
Right? Yeah. I went through the whole gauntlet yesterday until I got high enough that I didn't have enough money left for horse.
This is like the comments, Jimmy was saying, the common miners, right? People were bundling those up. Somebody sold 100 of them for 500 wax. And that's just you guys have no idea what we're doing for the long term, and B, don't know what we're already planning to do with some of these comments, right? We have some ideas around it. But just whoever bought that, you're welcome. It's gonna be. I'm jealous. Legitimately, I'm jealous. I can't believe they picked it up for that cheap. But I mean, good on you. And this is all preface to say, if you want to start bundling these trees together and then DM me that you did it, probably a good idea. If you want to unload 100 of these trees, I'll probably buy it.
Hey, you'll fight me for it, but yeah.
Right, I'll buy them singly too. That's honestly the way I made my Our Planet rig was by buying Alien Worlds NFTs one at a time, and I bought 10,000. So I'm in, rock and roll. Now, granted,
Hey.
like that was when I didn't have any time before, and was only like how I spend my coffee every morning was basically just clicking buy over and over and over again as like a Zen weird thing or whatever. 4 months ago or whatever it is, and now my coffee is this new game. So, well, but I also I need to get into Nova Rally. There's not enough time, Sammy Snake. Like,
I know, man.
I need to hire someone to do cool shit for me, which doesn't sound fun at all. Like that, Anyway, so we're gonna need like a walkthrough on this Nova Rally thing too. We have to run, don't we?
Yeah, no, we have to run, and I want to walk through on the Nova Rally for sure. And I want you guys to come back around the 9th too, because I want to do this again. But I have a question for you, Corey. We have ideas and a plan, because I don't see how that's possible without a road.